Warning! This podcast is spicier than your grandma's chili recipe. Listener discretion is advised. And your episode begins in 3, 2, 1.
Chug, 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 chug. Getting into the college theme. We're at BC, motherfuckers. We're fucking local ladies. I grew up as a kid thinking that my grandmother was saying in one word that this was a word. Let's go, we'll win BC.
Yes.
I thought that was one word.
Yes.
Because when we were going out the door, she would just say that like it was nothing. Let's go, we'll win BC. Everybody going out the door. That was the battle cry until I learned later it was, let's go, clap, clap, we'll win, clap, clap, BC, clap, clap. So reading this book was very near and dear for me.
And you know what? We are doing the most Boston of Boston books. Hello, my lovelies. Yes, you have arrived at the Lusty Library Podcast. Why did I want to do this book? We needed a little mail. We haven't had one since last season. Yeah. And I feel like that's my corner to hold down. I'm an old anime kid. It's all about the yaoi and the reverse harem. If you're curious, what does yaoi mean? It's referring to boy love, meaning between boys.
Wow, I didn't know that. I just learned that today.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, girl, in my 75,000 years of friendship with Lexx, I have learned many words that now I can bring up in conversation that I don't think I would have ever been exposed to in my entire lifestyle. So I knew what yaoi was.
Okay.
If you're a returning listener, thank you for coming back. We are always so happy to have you. But have you done that favor we've asked? Have you gone to your listening platforms? Have you hit all those beautiful, beautiful stars and given us a review? Because if you didn't already know, I like praise kink. Do it. Give me the happy review. Because you know what? Then it changes our algorithm. And then more people hear about it. And then you can be the person that says, I heard them way back in the day. And you'll be that cool person.
Yeah.
If you're a first-time listener, awesome. Welcome. Let me tell you what we're doing. We pick a book, a romance book. A little bit, who are we kidding? A lot of spice that none of us have ever read before. And let's see, we have some cocktails. And then we just go crazy and talk about all the cocks that's in these books. There might be some plot, too. It happens.
There better be some fucking plot.
I think that's usually what I'm talking about is mostly the plot. You guys are always making fun of me. I drink these drinks and I read these books with my besties. So who roped me into this project to begin with? That would be the lovely Joey.
I plead the fifth.
Liar.
It wasn't my fault. I don't know what you're talking about.
You did this.
Someone told me to just show up here and read a book, and I did. That's what I do.
Don't believe her, folks. She's the ringleader. And then, because Three's Company, the lovely Birdie joined us.
Well, yeah. Joey took a noob and turned her into an absolute voracious book whore.
Aficionado, come on.
I would love to consider myself a romance book aficionado. When can I do that?
I at least think you have to be at the 100-book realm to put yourself in a apprentice category.
All right.
When you have hit 250, then we can graduate you up. And then every 100 books from there.
Wow, this is a really intense program. I thought we were going like 25, 50, 100, 200.
No! Do you know how many books are in this genre? There are millions. And every day there is a brand new release with a new author, existing author, a series coming out. I mean, you can't say that you are a master of the genre until you have a 1 and a comma after it.
You know, it's funny. I read somewhere that you're considered an expert on a subject if you have read something in that subject every day for 7 years.
Oh, shit. Okay, so that's a pretty good bar to set.
Absolutely.
Birdie's life goal must hit 7 years. So at this point, we're at what, a year and a half?
Yeah. Do you think you can sustain it that long?
My husband will be pissed if I don't.
That's phenomenal.
Well, Birdie, let me get you on the road to that 7-year mark. What we're serving up for you today is the book For the Fans by Nyla K. And let me give you a little synopsis on this. Kyron Harbor is everything I'm not. Rich, popular, a superstar football player who's awfully brooding for someone who has it all. Basically, he's a preppy jock who hates me. Oh, and he's also my stepbrother. That's right. We're stuck together, sharing a school, a house, a bathroom. Honestly, I wouldn't care if he wasn't such an uptight control freak who messes with me just because we're different. I had every intention of avoiding him when we got to college, until abrupt misfortune forces us both into a compromising position. Now the grouchy jerk I was hoping to evade might be the only person who can help me out. Avi Vega is everything I despise. A dreamer, a flake, an artist who smokes too much weed and thinks aliens exist. And by some sick cosmic joke, he's now my stepbrother, following me on what should have been my escape plan. It was already a disaster. Add a sudden financial disruption to the mix, and let's just say my options are heavily limited. If I want to stay an all-star quarterback on the way to the NFL, I need to do something drastic. Unfortunately for me and my desperate desire to control, the perpetual smiling stoner has a plan. Maybe we can stop hating each other just enough to pull this off, as long as we remember we're only doing it for the fans.
I did not read that summary. I actually think I would have been happier going into the book if I had read the summary. I went in completely blind.
Are you telling me that way you do things might have been tripping you up?
Yup.
Okay.
Listen, I will admit I'm wrong. I was so pissed off when I started reading this book, and I was like, ugh.
Why? Because we start with a bunch of teenage boys, and I was like, oh, God, what did somebody suggest to me?
Yes. I was like, is Lexx gonna fucking DNF this book?
If we had stayed where we started, I 100% would have, because you know my line is we must be beyond the age of majority. I need consenting adults. Come on now. Before we freak out our listeners, let's give a little bit of context. So we start with Avi right off the bat. For the most part, I like. The stoner part gets a little tedious for me. He's an artist. He's emo. He's really super confident. He is a product of single mom, and they have such a good relationship. They've moved to Boston, so he's starting a new high school. She comes home early one night that he was not expecting because he was getting ready to go smoke. And she picks and chooses her battles. So she knows he does it, but she's watching to see he doesn't start going down a road he can't come back from. This is when he finds out that mom has started seeing someone. Always a tough conversation. I know you guys come from families where your parents are still married. Both of my parents are divorced. I relate to these conversations. Avi finds out not only has mom started seeing someone, but it's been for 2 months. And it's gotten to the point where we're going to have a family dinner because this gentleman that she's been seeing has a son Avi's age. Fast forward, they have the awkward family dinner. Then it just speeds along. They dated for 2 months. Within 8 months, Avi's mom and new guy get married. And so suddenly, Avi has a new stepbrother, who is Kyron. How do we feel about Kyron?
Kai when we first meet him, or Kai by the end of the book?
Start with first impressions.
I mean, first impressions, he's a douchebag. He's an annoying egomaniac jock.
So we've got that classic dynamic, artist kid and the jock. These two things, oil and water usually.
You didn't get the inclination right away that Kyron had been through something, because I did. Immediately, just the way he was reacting. Yes, he did have the jock. Yes, he was superstar. I easily read that there was something else going on right off the bat. Just how hot he was, the dynamic with his father. Like within the first couple of chapters, I was like, oh, something's a brewing here.
Oh, yeah. First couple of chapters, yes. But first page, first impression?
Right.
No. I was just like, he's just an angry fucking jock who doesn't want to talk to anybody who is outside of his circle.
Did you like Avi, Joey?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
I thought he was cool. I thought for such a young kid, even though he was an introvert, he had full confidence in himself. He was able to turn situations around. He laughed. And I think a lot of it was his mom's influence.
Yeah.
I love the dynamic the two of them had together because his dad died when he was like 10 in a tragic work accident.
Yeah, his dad was like in construction and there was a work accident. You've got this dynamic of single parent family, Jewish background, but not practicing Jewish, very strong woman. And then on Kai's side, his dad, Tom, Boston Irish Catholic all the way.
Yep.
Goes to mass every week kind of guy. Kai's mom is around. She's only one town over in Cambridge, and he never sees her. She's got a new life, a new baby. If he can't be bothered to come over to her, she's not going to put in the effort.
Ugh, that hurt.
First impression from Avi is Kai is a jock. He's a jerk. He torments him at the high school. You know, he's one of those guys that'll like bump into you, spill your stuff, and then laugh about it with his jock friends. But when you get that internal monologue of what's going on in Kai's mind, you see like there's shit going on with his dad. They obviously have a very strained relationship. I always kind of had that feeling of like military dad being like, you will get the good grades, you will do this, you will do that. You get that internal monologue of just like, he can't wait to get out of the house. And there's something underneath that's kicking at him too. The author tries to write it so that you're not quite sure what's going on. We from Boston, I think we have an immediate assumption what happened to Kai in his childhood to make this happen.
One thing that I did find interesting was that there was no trigger warning at the beginning of this book.
Yes, there was a trigger warning. It was basically an author note, and it was in the audiobook, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Nyla outlined that, hey, this is a male-male story.
Mm-hmm.
It's a love story with a happily ever after, with extreme sexual content. If you don't want to read this type of book, then walk away. It says, do you need trigger warnings? Click here.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, please proceed. Enjoy this book.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
If you are sensitive to any content at all in any way, shape, or form, the Lusty Library asks that you check your trigger warnings before proceeding with any book.
Lightning fast. They're married within 8 months. Can you imagine combining a household?
No, that's brutal.
And can you imagine like sharing a household and a bathroom with like your high school nemesis? We've all had one.
Oh my God.
Like someone who you see in the halls and you're like, fuck, I just don't want to deal with this person today.
Yeah, that would be the worst.
I think what Abby tries to do, though, is being smiling and being his true self in the hopes that Kai will then not hate him as much.
It's true. He never really gives in and dishes it right back to him as bad as I kind of wanted him to in the beginning.
Right.
But that's just his personality.
So,
I think he
know.
was still going to try and he was still going to be him.
I love Avi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's such a sweetheart.
Avi's moved around. This is going to be his third high school. He was in Brooklyn. Then he moved to Malden with his mom. Then his mom married Tom. So then he had to move to Somerville. So that's a lot of moving around and trying to make friends, which it's really hard when you're the outcast. But he finds his people. And it comes in the form of Frankie, that not quite art kid, kind of rebel, but everybody kind of respects her. So we're going to like jump ahead to a year from then. We're talking college now. Kai's only plan is we're going to go to BC. He's a football player. They have a great football team. He wants to be in the NFL. That is his dream. And he comes home after a shitty day at school, found out that the girlfriend that he thinks he likes cheated on him. Gets there and oh shit, it's Avi's birthday. And I've got to play house with the guy that I hate. At the birthday party, we find out who else is going to BC.
I was kind of pissed at Avi. I was like, Avi, you little shit.
Yeah.
Why would you fucking do that? You're an art kid. Go to fucking Mass Art or RISD.
Or museum school, or even Tufts had a program.
He found out his best friend Frankie got into BC. I think he kind of still wanted to taunt Kai.
That is a really big taunting.
Yes.
Ugh.
I don't think he wanted to go to college to begin with.
No.
That is true.
That was just the path he was going to take. So he's like, oh, what the hell? I'll go to BC.
I know.
Here's the reality. Suspension of disbelief. With grades like that, you're not getting into fucking BC. Okay?
I know. I actually had that thought too. I was like, actually, there's no way he got in. That's not a school you just fucking applied to.
As a slacker stoner kid, fucking not happening.
I know. So true.
Obviously, Kai is not happy.
Saying Kai is not happy is an understatement. He almost has a fucking nervous breakdown. He's taking everything away from me. How dare he do that? This was intense to the point where he was so angry that he passed out and went to bed from his anger.
It's a very good point. At the time, Avi's mom, Hannah, marries Tom. Tom is pretty well off. He's got a successful business. He's all about the image, Rolex's big house, all that stuff. Even though Avi and Kai have scholarships, Tom is paying for housing and all the extra stuff. The boys do not have to worry about money while they're at school. And the first year kind of goes by with the two of them being on opposite ends of the campus. Different housing, different classes. I think they run into each other once at a party. And it was the most uncomfortable experience for the both of them. They tended to avoid each other. So year one passes pretty much without much comment. Year two, they come home for the holiday and the house is different. It looks empty. Where are the cars? There used to be somebody who cooked and cleaned for them. Hannah's cooking.
Oh, it's so brutal. I felt so bad for them. And Hannah was so upbeat. Hannah was like, well, we'll tell you more about it in a little bit, but why don't you boys just go settle in and come down, have dinner? And I'm like, I'm sorry. This is fucking crazy.
Kyron, his relationship with his father is fractured. And the one thing that they saw eye to eye on was football. And he's noticed that his dad has not been going to the games. So he goes home for the holiday already ramped up to confront his dad, like, where have you been? Why are you not supporting me at the games? It's the only thing we relate on. And then he walks in and sees this shit happening in his house. Yeah, it's a lot for him.
Come to find out, Tom had chosen a poor business partner who had made some bad decisions and fucking bankrupt the company.
Everything's gone.
Oh, I did feel bad for them, even though Tom was obviously kind of a little bit of a jerk. I felt bad because obviously I always assumed the best, like, oh, well, Hannah must see something in him. He must be an okay guy. And I assumed that there was something under that grumpy facade. Like, we know there's something under the grumpy facade of Kai, too.
So the boys find out at dinner that there is no money now. And they got the scholarships, but it's not going to cover housing. It's not going to cover food, any kind of supplies. That's it. They got to figure it out. It's not even like Kai can move home because to contain his scholarships, he has to live on campus.
It's not only that, he sure as hell doesn't want to be back under that roof.
Yeah.
BC was his gateway to freedom.
Yes.
He needed out of that house. He needed away from his dad. Even if he could figure out a way to make it work with commuting, he couldn't. For his mental health and well-being, he couldn't be under that roof anymore.
Avi is trying to figure it all out. He's helping his friend Frankie move from the dorms to her new apartment in Brookline. And while packing up their stuff, he sees a tripod and all this camera equipment. And he's like, when did you start getting into photography? Now, Frankie, she's a free spirit. She just comes right out. Oh, this is for my OnlyFans. And that's how she can afford her apartment in Brookline. And now we have where we're going with this book. Oh, my goodness. Tell me, have you ever thought about doing something like this for money?
1,000%.
Really?
Yes, because sometimes you just want to get the fucking money.
But you have a bit of an exhibitionist streak.
Well,
I think that's burning in you, so I can see how you're drawn to that and making it monetary. For me, I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you.
This book was so fun in a way to read for me in that sense where I'm just like, God, some days I just wake up and I'm like, it would be really fucking nice to do something for 15 minutes and then get paid $3,000 for it.
Oh, well, remember, it's not just 15 minutes. It's all the social media stuff.
Of course.
The editing, the
How could I
promoting.
forget? Right.
You've never heard of that.
Familiar.
No. Yeah. He had immediate success almost.
Yeah, so that's just it. Through Frankie, Avi figured out a way to start making some money, and she helped him figure out how to set up his own OnlyFans, and he starts getting some money. I mean, it's not huge, big bucks right away, but it's starting to come in, and he's doing solo.
What is his handle? Is it _cap?
Oh my God, how more Boston can you be?
Well, he's wearing a Yankees hat because he's got the Yankees hat because he used to live in Brooklyn.
I love the way Frankie really put it. She's like, this is a business. This is work.
Yes.
You're going to get out of it what you're going to put into it. So we started with a couple of pics, and he's a little shocked that majority of his subscribers are men.
Mm-hmm.
He thought, being a straight male, that it would be women following him, but no. And they're tipping him really well.
And he's enjoying the attention.
Oh, yeah.
He does not have an issue with men finding him attractive.
Not
And
at
that's
all.
something to point out. We keep saying, yeah, he's the emo artist. He is not the like lanky, thin little guy. He works out.
Yeah.
He actually loves pushing against that stereotype. That's why he does it.
I imagined him like swimmer's physique.
I was thinking more not like American football star, but like soccer star.
Sure.
So, lean but muscular, and they can
Yes.
have a little bulk on them because, they got to fight it out.
I didn't imagine him being bulky at all, just muscular as fuck. So the soccer physique checks out for me. Okay. Glad we figured that out. Thank you. We can move on now.
It is an integral part of this episode.
It is. With black fingernails.
Chipped black fingernails.
He wears like a hot pink beanie, ripped jeans. He's emo kid 100.
Yeah.
The guy I would have dated in college. Yep. So it's going okay. Frankie's like, hey, I have a proposition for you. My people want a threesome. And he's like, we're friends. And she's like, business, it's fine. She convinces him to do a threesome for her OnlyFans. The only thing is, who are they going to get for a third? They have some very close friends who are also gay. And he's like, not them. Nope. And she's like, don't worry about it. I can get anybody to do this. He's like, okay, we'll figure it out. Another little piece is Avi has another job. Well, it's more of like a volunteer kind of thing.
I was going to say, he's not getting paid for this shit.
Nobody tells his mom he is.
Yeah.
He's such a little shit for doing this.
This was because he hadn't quite figured out why he wanted to be in Kai's sphere, but he wanted to still be in Kai's sphere. He can't be on the football team, but the football team needs a mascot.
Oh, I adore him for being the mascot.
Baldwin the Eagle.
Because obviously he's a great mascot because he's funny and he's charming and he's muscular, so he knows how to move his body. Oh,
I'm imagining him in front of the stands going crazy, ramping up
Yes.
the crowd. He just has a very effervescent personality for such an emo-looking guy.
oh, Joey, you've nailed it. That's such a good word.
Avi's actually been at quite a number of the home games because he's now the mascot. Everybody is loving the new Baldwin. The fans love him. The cheerleaders love him. Even the other football players think he's hilarious. And then when that mascot head came up and it was Avi, Kai was like, fuck, this is another thing he's taking from me.
So grumpy. Oh,
We have to say, Kai is actually an excellent football player.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Now, here's a question for you guys. Are you football fans?
Yeah. Not like a huge fan, but like I enjoy watching games. I mean, I was in marching band for a while, so I've seen more than my fair share.
Samesies. And that's how I know like what a snap is and how football works. But like, I don't think I've seen a game in like many, many years. So Avi's at a bunch of the home games, and BC is a great team and they've won a lot of games, but they don't win them all. When they lose a game, Kai just starts spinning. Avi sees this and he goes up to him after a game and tries to cheer him up. And he even invites him to Frankie's Halloween party. Kai just is like, why? Why would I do that? Grump, grump, grump.
I love the rationale he uses. Kai's like, well, the on-campus Halloween parties are going to get shut down. So if I
Right.
really want it to be wild, I got to go off campus. So I'm going to go all the way to Brookline and go hang out with these people I don't hang out with for it to be a wild time.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he goes,
Hey, when you want to, you can rationalize yourself out of a paper bag. So at the party, we've got Frankie looking hot, 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 doing her devil and angel outfit. We've got Avi as Vincent Vega, which just amused the shit out of me.
That was perfect.
Excellent movie references in this book.
So when Kai comes in, he's used to walking into a party and everybody's like, hey, quarterback. Instead, he gets a couple like, sup, hey, I recognize you. And he's kind of out of his element, a little uncomfortable. But boy, does Frankie see him and starts flirting with Kai. Kai's like, okay, yeah, she's been my stepbrother's best friend forever, but she's hot. I like this flirting. It's annoying, Avi. I can do this. Frankie being Frankie, and everybody falls under her spell. She ends up maneuvering both of them into her bedroom. Then it comes out she wants a threesome with them. Kyron is like, nope, no fucking way, backing up. And Avi's like, I told you. Kyron's like, you planned this? You did this?
That's why you invited me?
Frankie's real good at getting what she wants.
So she says, I'm willing to split the money with you. Kyron then goes, well, how much money are we talking? Frankie says, well, we could make $2,000 each. He's like, huh, okay. And he makes a rash decision and he says, I need to get drunk for this. And he goes back out to the party and drinks like a fish for like 2 hours.
Ugh.
Every time Avi looks over at him in the party, he's fucking drinking and he's pounding them down.
Ugh, it made me feel hungover just reading
Yeah.
so much of this book.
Oh, to be that age again.
Yeah.
Time starts to pass. Frankie and Avi go into her bedroom. Avi says to himself, well, I guess I'm going to warm up and see if I can even kiss Frankie.
Yeah, because they've been friends this whole time. They never hooked up.
Avi did hook up with their other mutual friend named B,
Mm-hmm.
and they were cool with it after. It was just sex. It was whatever. It was part of your college experience.
They could be friends afterwards.
Avi ends up starting to kiss Frankie, and all of a sudden, here comes storming in Kai. Drunk off his ass. And he's like, I knew the two of you were hooking up. Avi's like, no, dude, we're just friends. We've never even touched each other. This will be our first time. I don't understand how they're going to make any money because this was the most awkward fucking experience.
Right.
So fucking awkward. Kai draws the line and keeps saying, don't touch me. I'm not gay. You want to be a homo?
That was so stupid. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Avi's like, of course we're going to have to touch. Frankie just absolutely takes the reins on it. And every time she sees Kai getting too awkward, too uncomfortable, she brings it back to her as the focus, but making sure she orchestrates that Avi's there too because it's supposed to be a threesome.
Avi is a little fuck. All right, he's a big fuck. He keeps pushing the limit every single time. He's almost trying to provoke Kai.
Yeah.
One point, they both have their fingers in Frankie, palm to palm.
That was pretty hot.
Yes.
Yeah. And then being like, I can get her off faster. Such a guy thing.
Yeah, getting in a competition. But I also loved when he was like, okay, Kai, well, then you go down on her and we'll see how you do and then I'll go.
And then they both went at the same time where they were face to face down in her.
Well, that was fun, but I loved the moment where Kai starts to do it and he's just so timid and almost like he's never done it before, awkward as fuck.
Avi's like, he had girls in high school. He should have been doing this. Everybody's done this at least once.
Yeah. Oh, it was so awkward. But the moment when they were palm to palm, touching each other, Avi's like, okay, Kai definitely has a boner. He's getting something out of this. And I think that was when the switch flipped a little bit.
He wasn't getting a boner when he was touching Frankie.
Right.
Or when Frankie was on top of him.
Right.
Avi at one point goes and starts to touch himself.
Mm-hmm.
And Kai says, don't fucking touch yourself. Grabs his arm. And the way he was moving it, was almost like he was masturbating Avi.
Yeah.
It wasn't until those components started to happen that Kai actually was getting hard.
Yeah.
And you could see it in his pants.
Yeah. It was a fun scene. Like, it was a little bit like, awkward.
I felt completely awkward listening to it, but there were those hot moments like whenever they were brushing up against each other, or the more Kai tried to fight it and Avi was egging him on and being a little shit starter.
They get through it.
Frankie comes.
Yep.
She's happy as a clam, and fucking Kai dashes out of there. He's like, yeah, send me the money.
Not before Avi glances down.
Yeah.
And notices that Kai has a wet spot on his pants.
I was like, I know Birdie's gonna love this. She loves it when they come in their pants.
I fucking love it. I loved it.
What ends up happening is Frankie shares it, and the boys get a nice, lovely $3,000 each. Each!
And even Avi ends up sharing it on his OnlyFans, and he gets like 200 new subscribers.
DMs start coming in hard and fast, and they're like, more content, but without the girl.
Yeah.
Little light goes on in Avi's head. How do I get Kai to do some more? Because we could make all of our school expenses real quick. There becomes a rhythm in the book, though. It's like football game and what happens with Avi and Kai. Football game, what happens with Avi and Kai.
And Kai being such a jerk to Avi.
Oh, yeah.
So mean. So mean to him, almost to the extent I actually halfway expected one of his football guy friends to be like, bro, isn't that your stepbrother? You don't have to be so mean to him. Like, yo, he's our eagle, man. Like, come on. Like,
yeah.
Because he was being so publicly degrading to him. It was awful.
After they get the money for the video, Avi keeps trying to text Kyron over and over again to be like, hey, we need to talk. Because he wants to figure out, like, how could they possibly do this plan? At one of the games, in his Baldwin uniform, he goes up to Kai and says, hey, listen, we kind of need to talk.
Don't talk to me right now.
And after the game, Kai goes into the locker room, goes to get changed, pulls up his phone and looks at all the unread messages. And it's like, hey, I sent you money. Hey, I sent you money. You really need to see what's happening on this video, blah, 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 blah. Lo and behold, Kyron ends up going to Avi's dorm room to talk to him.
Avi doesn't have a roommate.
That was highly convenient.
He got into like the Walsh dorms. This is like almost apartment hotel housing. I don't know if your universities had this.
It's the real nice ones, yeah.
They run out of dorm rooms and they've taken over hotels or apartment buildings that they use as university housing. And then they charge you like a basic dorm rate. He was in an apartment and his roommate just never fucking showed up. So he's living in this place all by himself and then had no money to decorate it. So here he is in the lap of luxury. Avi's about to lose everything. He's got this party haven with barely any furniture in it. And all he needs is money to be able to stay and live there.
Oh, and a kitten now. Frankie comes over with B to check out the new place.
The funny part is they were there for two random reasons. Frankie came over to talk to Avi about the OnlyFans. And then B just happened to be lurking in the bushes and comes out with the kitten. Nyla tried real hard on how to interject this kitten into the book. She tried real hard.
It's really funny. I hadn't thought that hard about it.
I feel like there's a joke there about the only pussy in the apartment is...
Oh, God, that is a good joke.
The kitten.
Yeah.
Who he named Robin because he's Batman.
It was a catalyst to Kai's change.
It was a cat.
Cat, you are a fucking jackass. You're a fucking jackass. Because Kai wanted nothing to do with it. Kai wanted nothing to do with it. And all of a sudden you saw Kai reacting differently. Heading Robin. The cat was a marker of Kai's transition.
Yes, I would agree
Joey.
with that.
I know. I got to
You get deep.
I know.
Wow.
My analyzation skills are superb.
Yes.
That was an excellent little takeaway. That's probably the most insightful nugget we're going to get out of this book.
Kai finally comes over and they have the discussion. Kai's like, what do you want? We did it once. It was a one-time thing. And Avi explains like, hey, we could make all the money we need to. Kai kind of keeps fighting it, But it just becomes a weaker argument and a weaker argument. And then he's in the same sitting. It's not like he went away and came back. And there's a bottle of alcohol with them. And he keeps chugging on it. And he's like, all right, let's go. And Javi's like, what, now? Like right now? Like you don't want to think about it? You don't want to get prepared?
Yeah, he's like, nope, I've had enough to drink. I'm ready.
If he's going to do it, he's got to rip the Band-Aid off. And again, it started off super awkward.
Yeah. Kai's like, don't touch me. He's like, dude, if we're going to do this, touching is kind of a component.
Yeah.
He gives him the laptop to pull up porn that makes him happy. Kai tries to overcompensate by bringing up girl on girl, and his dick is just flaccid. Nothing's going.
Avi puts his hands in his pants and starts to touch himself. Kai's like, dude, why are you touching yourself? Avi's like, because they're not going to pay us to watch porn, Kai.
Yeah.
I was like, Kai, come on.
So we end up with this really kind of funny, awkward video of them jacking each other off.
But it gets kind of steamy towards the end.
Kinda. It gets completely steamy. They started jerking themselves off, just the tips of their dicks outside.
Yep.
Avi kind of is like, well, let's touch each other. They're grabbing each other. Kai was always like, don't kiss me, don't kiss me. And he ends up fucking kissing him.
Watching him have that moment where he's just like, fuck it, just do it. And Avi's like, do what? He's like, just fucking do it. I was like, yes.
Looking at each other, and Avi's fascinated by Kai being uncut.
Yeah.
The whole, like, we didn't really look at dicks before, but we're looking now.
It was just rough and bumpy to start, but when they got in it, they were just feeling that chemistry, feeling that vibe. It was almost like the two of them couldn't control themselves around each other.
Absolutely.
Until they finish, and then Kai's like, all right, gotta go.
Anytime any of these situations happen, it's radio silence from Kai for like a week.
Yeah.
Because he freaks out. His biggest thing is, I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I don't know why I'm doing this.
And the repeated phase, it's for the fans. It's for the fans.
Oh, that should be a drinking game for this complete book. Because it's probably listed 4,000 times.
Fucking trashed by the time you're done with this book.
And well, ladies, for the fans, I think it's cocktail time.
Oh my God. Lex, you've really outdone yourself. You've channeled a college student.
Do you like it?
It's actually much better than I thought it would be. Like when you list the ingredients, you're like, ooh, but then you drink it and you're like, oh.
I had a hard time because I'm like, so much of what I drank in college, I'm like, I don't want to touch with a 10-foot pool now.
God, no.
So we're calling this the Bro Boiler. It is, if you're familiar with a black and tan, which is a stout and a pale ale, we're doing stout and a cider. And then to make it a boiler, which was formerly known as a car bomb, taking a shot of Fireball whiskey for Miss Joey. And because they mention it 18,000 times in the book as your shot that you drop in. So.
Oh, it's a fun, trashy shot, all right? It's not real whiskey. I fucking get it. But it is so much fun to take a shot of fucking Fireball.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's one of the only trashy things that I really like. It is so good.
My friends, if you want the recipe, head on over to the lustylibrarypodcast.com. Go to our drinks page, and you can get the recipe. Or if you want to have to not think about these things every time an episode comes out, go to our website, go all the way down to the bottom, sign up for our emails, and you will get the notification for the next episode and the drink recipe so you can be ready when the episode drops. All right, bottoms up. We are back to, hey, it's game time. Da-da-da-da, they're playing Duke. I love all these like college football teams that they're throwing out. I'm not a college football person, but it still reads for me, which she made it fun. And that's an accomplishment in and of itself. They win against Duke. It's a big victory. And there's this cheerleader that keeps kind of hooking up with Kai, and she's considered one of the hot ones, but she's clingy. She kept trying to be exclusive, and he's like, yeah, no, not interested. But she just won't fucking go away. So after the big Duke game, she's there. She's clinging on. Her name is Lexi. And she's like, come on, stud. Let's celebrate. He is just not interested. Didn't you think he would be getting some signals at this point?
Oh, yeah. But again, denial. Like, this is a big change for him.
Mm-hmm.
But he sure as hell does bring his ass after the game over to Avi's apartment, does he not?
Oh,
He sure
yes.
does. That sweet little tight booty. He brings it right over there. Mm-hmm.
Well, Kai keeps fighting inside his mind of what's expected of him. What's a football player supposed to look like? Of course, I'm supposed to be with the cheerleader, and this is the image, and this is what's important. And yeah, no, he keeps ending up at Avi's apartment.
He was there. He's like, you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
He's like, okay, let's do some more. So again, they get drunk. This is the scene for me. We have not had a lot of this in our books. And I'm like, yes. Little 69.
Holy fucking shit. That scene was hot.
It could be a really awkward thing to try and to describe. And Nyla wrote it. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
My notes are holy shit again. Praise kink engaged. Very hot. Holy damn. Those are my actual notes.
So a lot of the experiences they have throughout the book, it's like they're doing it to each other at the same time. So it's not like one really leading it. And that's what happens with the blowjob. And that's how it ended up being a 69, because they talked about, do you want to try doing this? You want me to put your cock in my mouth? They both agree to do it at the same time. So Avi kind of is the dom in the situation.
Oh, yes. And that's what starts to come through.
He is kind of shocked that Chiron is being so submissive to him.
Oh my God. It gets so hot.
Chiron was also being submissive when they were with Frankie.
I love the image of Avi as the more dominant figure. It's so hot.
They're in this position, and Avi is the first to put Chiron's cock in his mouth. Chiron just keeps thinking, oh my God, his cock is so close. I want to do it, but I'm afraid I'm going to choke. Oh my God, that feels so good. And then he finally goes, fuck it, and he goes for it, and he puts Avi's cock in his mouth, and he realizes Avi's moving his hips. It's turning him on, and he's going deeper and deeper, and he's like, I'm not gagging. What starts as this very crazy, trepidatious experience every time they do something new turns into, oh my God, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Right before he does put Avi's dick in his mouth, Avi goes, I'm feeling this a little one-sided right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Always with the witty banter, Avi. Oh my God.
It helps keep the situation light.
Yes.
And he's kind of always constantly working to put Chiron at ease to be comfortable with this.
Oh my God, I know. I mean, Avi is just so good for Kai. Oh God.
As each experience starts to go, you hear Chiron's mouth begging and pleading. He is verbalizing everything. Why does your mouth feel so good?
The dirty talk in this book.
Holy
so
shit.
good.
The dirty talk was fucking insane. One of my notes from this scene is it is so hot to hear somebody say they're going to come. I don't like it all the time, but especially for them in the situation that they're in, it makes complete sense to be like, oh, I'm almost surprised. Like, I'm going to come.
Yeah.
Not like they said it like that, but it's like, what? This is crazy.
Chiron is absolutely blindsided every fucking time.
Yeah.
Whereas Avi's kind of more like, oh, yeah. Yeah, of course this feels good.
Avi's open to everything. And then I think Chiron gets lost in the feeling. At the end of the scene, after they both come, Chiron grabs Avi and kisses him, like very out of the blue sort of situation.
God, that was great.
But then again, Chiron does his typical freak out, throws his clothes on, and mad dashes out of the room. Like, he leaves. Radio silence. Avi doesn't hear from him for a couple of days.
Avi very much internal monologue is like, oh, okay, so how about that? I'm bisexual. All right. He very much self-discovery and is like, okay, this is how this works.
Yeah.
As opposed to Kai, who's like, nobody can find out. I'm straight. It's just for the fans. It's just for the money. College life. What's college life? It's classes, it's games, it's parties. So, of course, they're going to end up at the same party again. And both their groups of friends are there B's trying to hook up with Theo, so you've got the crossover of friends. Kai is pissed that Avi is at this party. And he thinks it's all about Avi just being creepy or pushing himself on him. And no, it's just their friends are crossing.
Avi gets his panties in a bunch when he sees Frankie sitting on the couch next to Kai like she's fucking flirting with him.
Oh, yeah.
I loved that. I was like, ooh, Avi's into this.
B and Theo come crashing by with Avi, and she wants to smoke, and Avi's her partner for that. They end up going into the bathroom to smoke. Of course, Kai saw that, and he's pissed. So he comes crashing into the bathroom. Basically, B bolts. So it's just the two boys in the bathroom.
Kai is fucking angry.
Kai hasn't quite admitted to himself that the reason that he's angry is because he thought that B and Avi were fucking.
That's the whole reason he barged into the bathroom. He says, because my friend likes her.
Yes.
Are you hooking up with her right now?
Right.
I don't know why I
Right.
gotta do dude bro voice, but
I love it.
Because it's fun.
He deserves that stupid head voice because he's being such a dum-dum for this whole first part of the book, and it drives me crazy. But it's also like, I completely understand it. Society has told him that he can never be this person that he, at the core of his being, knows that he actually secretly is. So I get it to a certain extent, but it is kind of funny to be like, oh, Kai.
What happens? What always happens? They sit there, they fight verbally, then they start shoving, then they start kissing, then they start dry humping.
oh, they love rubbing their cocks up against each other, like whip pants on, whip pants off. That cock to cock, I'm like, damn.
So in this scenario, they never take their pants off.
Nope.
They're like really fighting the whole time, talking so angrily in each other's faces.
Kissing aggressively.
Oh, yeah.
Kai says to Avi, make sure you lock the door. Lock the door because he's so scared.
Block it with your big body.
And then he pushes them up against the door and they get real aggressive. And they both come in their pants, panting, kissing super heavy. And after they're done, Avi looks at Kai and says, we should fuck sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
World explodes with that statement.
Yep.
Kai's like, fuck you. Well,
Yeah.
how do we get out of here now?
Right.
And they do the planned stagger out of one person first, then the other, because Kai's afraid to go out the door. And Avi's like, everybody's drunk. Nobody's going to pay attention. Just leave. And then a little bit after that, I'll leave. Nobody will fucking know.
One of the most telling things is, I'm not someone who gets noticed, Avi says. I'm invisible to people. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
You're just showing the difference between everybody sees when Kai walks in a room and you can go undetected and no one even knows you're there half the time.
Kai just cannot get this moment out of his brain. He's thinking about it the next day when he's in the library, trying to study. Goody's there with him. And cheerleader's there, Crystal, who he's not seeing, but she's flirting. He's trying to live up to that macho, like, well, I'm a football player. She's a cheerleader. Why wouldn't we hook up? I'm not exclusive with Lexi.
Avi's statement from the last time they were together fucked him up. So he's just like, I gotta get under somebody.
He's got to prove that he's the man and he likes the ladies. So she throws him into a bathroom and tries to get it on with him. He can't do anything but compare in his brain, as much as he tries not to, the difference of the bodies, the way the hands feel, the way her boobs squish up against his chest. He actually wants that hard, unrelenting pectorals. And he's just limp. So how do I get out of this? And he goes, I just don't feel right doing this to Lexi.
It was a great excuse.
Until I break it off with her, I'm sorry, I can't do this. And she's like, oh, you're such a good guy. And he slips out on that one. He's like, fuck. As you said, Joy, got to get under somebody. So he goes to Lexi next. Tries to get it on with her. Epic fail.
Yeah, she gives him a blowjob and she's like, are you all right? He's like, you know what? I'm just not feeling good. I gotta go. Yeah, he's gotta go all right. He's gotta go directly to Avi. But he's pissed. It's not like he's going to look for salvation. He is angry. Avi did this to him. He fucked him up. Avi broke him.
It was hard to listen to him get to Avi's house and start yelling at him like he fucked him up.
Yelling at him, strangling him.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
puts his hands around his neck and brings Avi down to the ground, choking him.
Yeah, that was really intense.
It was aggressive. And Avi's got his hands on Kai's wrist
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about, dude? You said we should fuck sometime? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say something like that to me? This is bad. I thought it was going to go so terrible.
It was kind of scary because, like, Kai's a big guy
Yeah.
and he's strong. He's built. He works out all the time. He's got raging testosterone. He's a fucking
Yeah.
sports star.
I got that image of him just breaking down and all the energy going out of his arms as Avi talks to him and pulls his arms away. Ugh.
He says, I'm just really tired. I couldn't get hard with the other girls. What did you do to me?
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong? And Avi's just trying to get him to understand that maybe he wants this. Maybe he's enjoying this. And it's okay to enjoy it.
Which leads into their next little exploration. It's like, well, if we're going to do this and we're going to fuck sometime for the fans, then we got to prime. Kai's like, what? And comes the explanation and the lube.
Kai's like, oh, what's that for?
Yep.
And Avi's like, it's to lubricate things, Kai. Like, hello, dum-dum. Logistically, they're going to do the priming because they have to figure out who's going to be the quarterback and who's going to be the wide receiver, baby. Okay?
I love that they feel like they even have to decide. Neither one of them really wants to be like, I want you to fuck me. I was almost surprised that Avi wasn't just like, okay, well, I don't really give a shit. Just fuck me then.
They decide, okay, they're going to do this priming thing, and whoever comes first will be the bottom.
As they're deciding and they're talking and they're having this banter and they're saying, well, who's going to fuck who? And Avi goes, whom? Who's going to fuck whom? He corrects Kai's grammar. I fucking lost it.
I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Yes, I was clapping.
Avi asks him, well, do you want to just finger your own ass or do we want to finger each other's ass?
True.
Okay.
It's true. It's true.
And
It's
they
a funny
agree that they
situation.
will do
Each
each other's.
Yeah.
And this is how everything goes tit for tat, that they're both going to do these experiences at the same time to each other so that it's kind of like you're getting double the pleasure, double the fun here.
Doing it to yourself, way not as fun. Oh my gosh. These boys. So silly.
Kai goes first, and he will be receiver when the time comes.
30
Yeah.
seconds in, and Kai doesn't even realize that his finger had come out of Avi's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Avi just seemed so hot to me in that moment too, where he's like kind of leaning over him and he's looking at him with these like glistening heart-shaped eyes and he's smiling and he's like, looks like we found our bottom.
We've already established a pattern, games and sex and Kai running off. But there's one big one that we need to talk about, I think. That is after the Virginia Tech win. And it was a hard win for the team. Avi started getting into watching the games and really seeing how good Kai is and actually cheering for him.
They're at home. Avi is on the sidelines as Baldwin. They're down. It almost seems like they're going to lose. And Kai is getting himself into a funk. So Avi goes over to him and says, you don't give up. And starts giving him like a pep talk. Hey, you can do this. The game's not over. And actually starts to support him. At the last 2 seconds of the game, Kai takes the ball and he scores the touchdown himself, going 5 yards and bringing it into the end zone. But it was Avi who just kind of gave him the gumption to not give up, keep going. All of a sudden, the other team players come over. They're celebrating their win, and they look at Baldwin and says, hey, you coming to the party? And fucking Kai immediately answers and says, yeah, that's not his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that pissed me off so much.
Yeah.
Avi got hurt by that after he was just there supporting Kai.
Avi gets so pissed. He doesn't change in the locker rooms. He's got his own little closet that he changes in because he's not a part of the team, but he's a part of the team. He's on his way to his closet and crosses paths with Kai, who just got out of the showers and is wrapped in only a towel.
Who's playing I'm a grumpy heterosexual who likes to do homosexual things.
Attitude.
For the visual, Avi's still wearing his eagle outfit, and Kai's in a towel. I also want to throw out there the little nugget of the fact that it gets really hot in the eagle outfit.
Yes.
So Avi doesn't wear really anything under the outfit.
Which, why the fuck you would do that in a costume that other people have worn is beyond fucking me.
I was hoping he at least was wearing underwear.
Because I don't care if you dry clean that shit. No, thank you. Ball sweat is ball sweat. It permeates polyester. Because we know these are not natural fabrics that breathe.
Ugh.
Cue the angry, groping, kissing session next to the locker room.
Oh, it stressed me out so much. They were just in a corner of the locker room.
That doesn't kick in your exhibitionist.
If it was two people who are comfortable with their sexuality, that's fine. But I'm having trauma, guys, from the fucking book we read 3 books ago where there's stories about people killing themselves because they were outed before they were ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I texted you. I don't know if you saw it, Joey, because we had a weird text thread that day.
You mean because you were bombarding me with texts on this fucking book? Bing, 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 bing.
There was a certain point where I thought I was going to be sick. Oh my God, Kai is going to get outed in a way that he's not comfortable with and something bad is going to happen. And I was getting to the point where I was borderline nauseous.
Especially since we've got this undercurrent thread that we haven't talked too much about, but not only is he running away from Avi, but it also keeps kicking in this memory of from when he was 12. This thing that they keep alluding to, he believes is what made his parents get divorced. The idea that it's a very traumatic thing. But there they are in the corner by the locker room, heavy petting, and then they hear the other guys getting out of the shower and they break apart like nothing ever happened. Kai goes. Avi's pissed off. He goes, gets changed, goes home, plays video games, falls asleep, then wakes up to banging on the door. Well, he knows who's out there. Avi opens the door, and there's Kai. And this is when they have sex for the first time.
These scenes are so well written. I'm going to make a statement right now.
Okay.
I'm not even going to wait till the end when we're rating this shit. This is one of the hottest books we have ever read for this fucking podcast.
Hands down. You weren't getting a blazing forest fire from minute 1. You got such a fucking build that you were kind of there with them as they were experiencing everything. And you're like, what's next?
Yes.
How are we turning up the dial? How is it getting hotter and hotter? And you're like, how hot can we go?
Because you've got the emotional investment.
Yes.
You like the characters. You see them growing and changing and connecting. And that makes the sex hotter. Way hotter.
You know how in some books, ladies will say oh my God, I was so turned on. I had to squeeze my thighs together to hold how turned on I was.
Yep.
I've never understood that. I'm like, how does squeezing your thighs together help anything?
Did this happen? Did you have to squeeze your thighs?
Did this happen, Joey?
Oh my God.
Why do you think she's bringing it up?
Joey, I was fucking in the most absolutely unsexy situation that you could possibly be in while listening to this book. I had my headphones on, and everybody at work knows that I do a book club. They don't have to know about the book club, okay?
I do a book club.
Oh, I'm on? Yeah.
We're reading Little Women every other Thursday and Saturday.
Right. Yeah. So it's not truly shocking for them to see me puttering around the office in my headphones. So I'm standing there washing my goddamn dishes after lunch, listening to this book. My heart is racing, and I'm standing there and I'm squeezing my legs together, and I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. It happened.
It's a real thing.
It took 2 fucking men fucking in a book for it to finally happen to me.
Now you know why I love male.
Oh my God, Lex, you have a convert right here. But it just goes to show, like, it is not about the people or their orientation at all.
It's about the chemistry,
Yes.
the connection, the exploration, and the writing. A good author can make the characters pop off the page. I wanted them together so badly. Like they were friends of mine that I was watching go through all this.
Yes.
That's a powerful thing for an author to do to a reader. It really is.
Yeah.
And then make it deliciously smutty and beautiful. Whoa!
I know. This also triggered a new life goal for me, which is to get somebody to spray jizz everywhere without even touching their dick, because prostate milking is hot.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. That's the other thing I like about male books is I get so many good tips.
Love it.
I mean, especially with a well-written one like this that has a really good amount of description, and it just keeps getting crazier by the chapter.
So it goes off without a hitch. Kai's a little bit more relaxed. He doesn't dash out the door. He's just had the best orgasm of his fucking life. Like, he can't believe it. He's doing like a little 2-step backwards, forwards. Obviously, like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Goes towards the door, goes away from the door, like he's forgetting something.
Kai comes back and he kisses Avi on the jaw. His first initiation of intimacy in any way, shape, or form. It was like, whoa.
Melted.
My little heart eyes. Oh my God.
And this marks that turning point. I wouldn't say Kai's fully embraced what this means. He's not sitting there going like, okay, yeah, now I'm bi. But from here on out, he starts seeking out more opportunities. And it's still framed as, okay, we're doing it for the fans.
He keeps coming back to him at least once a week to record, and they push the limit. After one of the away games that they win, there's video sex.
They are sexting, and then it turns into video. I particularly loved the moment when Avi says to him, then be a good boy and take your cock out for me. It was like, I love that.
And then that sparks Avi for the next time after the next game, and Kyron comes over. He licks his ass. We are talking feast here. It wasn't a lick. This was, I'm full going in and I am jamming my tongue into your asshole.
I believe that most authors call this devouring.
Yes.
Yeah, it was intense. And of course, Kai, this is a very sensitive region for him. This is his jam, clearly.
Avi kissing Kai all over his body and leaving hickeys
everywhere.
Yeah. We're talking on his chest, on his ass. And Avi's loving it. And Kai's like, dude, I gotta get naked in front of other team members.
Avi's like, just say it was a chick.
He's like, yeah, well, the ones on my ass are a little bit harder to explain away.
She's a freaky girl.
Yeah. But he liked it while it was happening. It wasn't until after that he was like, oh, fuck.
Then we've got the very interesting, when they go home for the holidays, parents notice that they're getting along better now. Isn't that nice?
Apparently their ears are broken.
You know, it's a very different experience than when they were last sharing the house together. There is a very touching scene where Kai has a nightmare and Avi hears it and wakes him up. That's a trope I always like.
Yeah.
Comfort after that. Kai actually initiates sex with no cameras, which is a big fucking deal.
Avi is there when Kai is going through a really, really tough time with his dad, and Kai storms out of the house without his coat on, and Avi follows him with his coat. They hold hands in bed.
They snuggle, they talk. It's very sweet. And there's some hot shower sex. I'd say the highlight of that one is Avi eating the cum out of Kai's ass.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He's like, I want to try something. As I pull out of you, squeeze. I was like, what is he? Oh, dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. And Kai likes it dirty, too.
Mm-hmm. But the boys don't stay at home very long because they'd rather head back to campus where they've got Avi's apartment all to themselves. Kai's like, I have a surprise for you. And Avi's like, I had a surprise for you. Is yours sex?
It's so cute.
So cute. And Kai's like, no. He rents a fancy little car and takes him on a drive. Doesn't tell him where he's going. They're playing music in the car. They're having a nice drive. What is it, like 2 hours outside of Boston? Avi sees there's snacks in the car. He's like, where are we going? Kai's like, surprise. Wait, Avi. And he brings him to a drive-in.
He brings him, I believe it's to the Menden Twin Drive-In.
Yes.
Yeah. It's so cute, though. It's also just such a fun idea to go park in the drive-in when obviously there's nobody there because they're not running the drive-in over the winter. And it's cold and it's maybe started to snow even a little bit. So romantic.
And they got the laptop, watch the movies.
Then Avi looks at him and says, you want to go into the back seat?
He's like, I've got my Christmas present for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we forgot a very, very, very important component. When Kai arrives to Avi's apartment and Avi opens the door, he is wearing Kai's football jersey.
Oh, how could I forget about that?
Right.
And Kai is swooning.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, that looks so good on you. That is so fucking hot.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. That is a really hot component.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
In the back seat of this rented car in a very cold drive-in where they're just trying to stay warm. This is when Kai tops Avi.
Switch.
Oh my God. So level 512. I was like, do it. Do it.
Yeah. I've been waiting for so long for them to switch because I was just like, as much as I'm enjoying Avi being the top and the fucking praise dirt coming out of Avi's mouth for Kai was so hot, I was like, I want to hear how it sounds when it is switched.
Avi quickly starts to use some kind of pet names, calling him baby. Kyron is just, don't call me baby. That's not a manly thing.
We haven't even talked about when Kai starts to do promotion as well for the OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
He starts an account and it's called not_your_baby.
I love that
which
so much.
Was so clever and fun.
Yeah.
So good.
In this situation in the back seat, when Kyron is topping, he's saying, how does my cock feel, baby?
Yes.
And I was like, oh.
He called him baby.
He was fucking a completely different guy.
Yes. And this whole time, what the fans have really been loving is their chemistry. They've made their money for college. They're all set. Did you guys read the little pieces before each chapter, which are the comments?
It's very cute. And it gives a lot of context. Like, at first I was like, ugh, this is a little cheesy. I don't know. But then I was like, oh no, I really want to hear what the fans are saying now. What are they saying now? Because there's a reason that social media is such an addictive thing. The dopamine of seeing all this stuff and reading the comments and seeing what other people are saying is so thrilling.
Yeah.
Really worked for this book. So it was great. They loved the guys together because Kai's face was always getting blurred. They didn't know who Not Your Baby was.
And they kept asking, who is it?
Gosh, give us more of the blonde who wears his socks while you're fucking.
Yes.
Like,
I can just imagine.
love.
Got intense because Avi kind of beats himself up after they finish in the back of the car because it's like,
Great idea, Avi. Letting fucking Kai fuck you. Now you've gone and fallen in love with him.
Yes, that is the highlight of this is Avi realizes he's in love. Swoon. New Year's. Do we love New Year's?
Avi asked Kai what he was doing for New Year's, and Kai had mentioned he was going to this football party, and it's just another amazing moment of vulnerability where Kai's like, well, what if I wanted to be somewhere else at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Because the person I would want to kiss at midnight is there. And they agree to meet back at Avi's apartment before midnight so that they can usher in the new year together. And it was all Kyron's idea.
Yes.
Avi got held up.
That she was running on holiday time, which if you've ever taken the T on a holiday, it
right.
runs once every 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And there's no Ubers, of course.
And he runs back, and it's such a like Nora Ephron kind of
It was
movie
so
moment.
cute.
But something big happens. They can't make it into the apartment, and Kyron kisses him in the hall
Yeah.
where anybody could see them and find them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. Oh, they're so cute.
The cute is good until, we know it can't stay this way forever.
I was literally sick. Oh, my God. I can't even.
They're hanging out. They're getting delivery. Avi has to go out and get the food from the delivery boy. And delivery boy does a double take. He recognizes Avi. He's like, oh, dude, yours backwards cap. Oh, my God, you're OnlyFans. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no.
Oh, but it gets worse because as he's getting his bag, Frankie is barreling up and is like, Avi, I need to talk to you right now.
Not good. And the news is Zeb, one of his friends, found Avi's OnlyFans and recognized him.
Someone sent Zeb Avi's OnlyFans. So it's not just Zeb that knows because Zeb will keep his mouth shut. It's the person who sent it to him. Now, who the fuck is that?
But the damage is done. And Kai freaks out.
It could have been so much worse, though, to be honest.
It could have.
Because Avi was outed on the OnlyFans, but not Kai. As sick as I was about it, I was still like, okay, it's just Avi. It's not Kai yet.
Avi basically lays it on the line for Kai and says, if our OnlyFans goes away, are we going away? Like, this means too much to me right now. I love what the fans do, but what about us? And Kai is very selfish at that moment and goes, it's not about us. It's about me.
I could lose my NFL prospects, everything I've worked for.
But Avi shuts down. He's like, all right, I got exactly what you're saying. Cool. And he shuts all the accounts down.
Alrighty, we're going to stop right there. There's so much more stuff. Go grab a copy of this book. Oh, my God. But you've been so very good. You deserve a nice little treat, little reward. Let's listen to our sexy stud.
Oh, for the love of God, finally.
I want his entire body inside me. If it hurts, tell me to stop, he breathes, tracing a circle around his cock as it stretches me open. But I think I want it to hurt. I want more of the burn, and I want it from him. He's the only one. Avi grabs the lube and squirts more onto his fingers, then mumbles, relax your muscles, baby. My head is spinning off my body as he touches his dick with his wet fingers, teasing where he's sliding in and out. And I love him even more now for how he's just being Avi. He's not different. He still loves me, and he's not going soft on me. He's giving me what I want, just like he said he would. Avi's fingers nudge at me, trying to sneak inside with his cock. But it's not immediate. Not even close. It takes some going, and even then, it doesn't seem like it's going to work until he leans back, lifting my hips up even higher so that my ass is resting on his thighs. My legs are up in the air, calves on his shoulders. It's kind of the most vulnerable position I've ever been in with him. Having my feet up by his head, but then he tilts his face left and kisses my calf, and something about it mollifies me. The way he's so intimate, even when we're fucking dirty like this. It has me melting. And then his fingers slip inside me, 2 of them, with his dick. Oh, fuck, Avi. Baby. I whimper and he groans, kissing my leg some more. God damn it. Fuck, this feels incredible. You like being stuffed full of me, baby? Yeah. Fuck, yeah. More. More? 1 more. Okay. 1 more in your warm, tight cunt. Fuck, Abby. Fuck me. I'm choking, screaming, panting, and being way too loud. His fingers stretch me open wide while his dick pumps in and out, driving my next orgasm right up to the surface. I'm gonna come in you, Kai, he whines, gripping and pulling the elastic waistband of my jockstrap with his free hand as he moves and steady thrusts between my legs. I'm gonna fill you deep. Breed me, I gasp, and that's it. Game over for Avi. His eyes flutter shut, gnawing on his lower lip to keep in his sobs. I feel him bursting inside me, his dick swelling and throbbing as he pumps his cum deep into my body.
Oh my God.
It's just, holy fucking so good.
I'm squirming in my seat.
Yeah.
You know, we talked a lot about sex this episode.
It's a 20-hour book if you listen to it. 12 of those hours is sex. We can't cover enough of it in one spot.
Yeah.
Read the book.
And I have to tell you, so the beginning starts a bit slow, but once you hit chapter 12, there is smut in every single chapter from 12 to the end of the book. I started a spreadsheet.
You? No.
And then I stopped when I realized there was not one chapter after 12 that didn't contain smut of some sort. Chef's kiss.
Oh my God.
My cup of tea. Fill me up.
Well, then, let's rate this.
Yes.
I usually start with romance, but I guess we should start with the smut.
For the love of God, yes.
Okay. Well, then go ahead, Birdie. Why don't you give me anything from 1 to 5 raindrops?
Did anybody think that I was going to give this anything less than a 5?
No.
Here's the thing. I am not a gay male, so it turned me on in like a different way. It's interesting because I've never read anything like this in my whole life that is just strictly male and written so well, and it just did it for me. It made like my heart race in this very interesting, different way from like it making my whole vagina throb. It was a different kind of steamy. 5. Like if I could give this a 5.5, I would. It was so fucking good. I don't know what else I can even say.
Is good, yes, Miss Joey?
So we clearly know I beat to my own drum. So my score is 5,555,555. There was a tsunami in my panties for 12 consistent hours. I have to admit, I was turned the fuck on. I was swallowing very heavily at certain points. I'm like, wow. I, at one point, have to tell you, I was at the grocery store and I had amped up the volume to full max in my one earbud, and I was blushing, and I got a fucking kick-ass poker face. No, dude, I was flushed to the point I'm like, earbud out. I am waiting till I get back in the car because I would have been clenching my thighs at the moment. Hot as fuck.
I was walking around with this stupid ass fucking grin on my face with my eyebrows up to my hairline going,
There may have been 1 or 2 points where I went, oh my, legit, out loud. 5,555,555 is my score. Thank you. Put it in the books.
Excellent. I don't know. I really felt like I needed to give this one like a 2. It just.
I'm going to flip fucking
No, I'm
tables.
joking.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I want to play.
Of course it's a 5.
It doesn't have to be. A 4 is fine. But if you even look at me with that 2, I'm fighting you.
No, it is all the way a 5. This is my jam. I knew when this was suggested that this was my kind of thing. Yes, 5, 5, 5.
Here's the thing. This could have easily been knocked down for somebody like you with your preferences. You don't like reading about younger people. You don't really give a shit about sports.
That's true. It's kind of amazing.
Yes.
I want you to get the context of this. Like, yes, I like male, but I tend to like people over 30. I did when I was 16. It's just my age bracket and always has been. There's no magic. There's no dragons. There's no swords.
Honey, they were 2 really big swords that were sparing a lot of things.
That's why I'm just saying that this is a big deal for you to be giving this a 5, I think.
Well, in general, I don't give 5s.
Right.
And then context-wise, yeah, it's kind of amazing. And if you knew how much I really dislike football, and still I was like, yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Go Eagles. Oh, my goodness. All right. So we're bopping over to La Romance. Anywhere from 1 to 5 roses. Joey, started out for me.
It's got to be a 5. I really thought the romance in this was beautiful. It was kind of an enemies to lovers, but I think they were connected from minute 1 that they met. There was a spark there. You literally watched the relationship blossom and grow. I love that they had personal conversations. And I know we didn't delve into the back half of the book when we find out about Kai's trauma.
Yeah.
But the support Avi is, and then the support Kai wants to be to him. It had my heart beating and my pussy throbbing at the same time. I mean, recipe for beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book.
Okay, Bird.
I mean, it's called For the Fans. They have fans in the book who think they're cute. I'm one of them.
Yes, raising hands here.
5. It was so cute. I was so invested. I felt sick towards the end when there was some like rocky moments. There were some really sweet things that were said that almost made me shed a tear, or like I clapped at one point with like giddy excitement. Some of them was greater than their parts. They were just so cute together. I fucking can't stand it. I wish they were real people so that I could just watch them be together in life forever.
You'd open your own OnlyFans account and follow them and give them the money.
I fucking would.
Yeah.
I would support them to watch a real relationship like that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny that you said that because that makes me think of a book we did a couple episodes back where they were adult entertainers and their shtick was that they were doing quote unquote dates and it was porn. And this is almost kind of adjacent to that, but so much sweeter.
Yeah.
Whereas that one, I never really felt the romance on. Oh, 100% on this. Watching them grow. The relationship they have at the beginning to where they end up at the end of the book is such a journey. And I loved it so much. I'm so invested in the 2 of them. 5 roses. I think we have a nice big fat bouquet here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe we've all given 5 so far. Ah!
It's so weird.
I'm so excited. Oh my God, keep going, Lex. Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. Should we
Keep
talk
going.
about the story? Should we give some
More.
storybooks away?
More. To quote the book, more.
All right. 1 to 5 storybooks. Give it to me, Birdie.
5.
Really?
It's a 5. Yeah. I mean, okay. Is this groundbreaking fantasy with a complicated world build? Absolutely not. But it was, for what it was, a contemporary romance. It was perfect. It did not have any moments in it that bothered me, which is a big fucking deal.
That's amazing because you're usually like, I really like this, except for here's my bullet point
Yes.
list.
And it's obvious that the writer, without me even having to go look them up, is from the Boston area. So the culture is...
She's from Wisconsin, if I'm not mistaken.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The culture was spot on, from the sports to the localities that were mentioned. The progression of the romance was great. It went back and forth, yes. And I think we talked through it like it was repetitive. It wasn't.
No.
It never felt repetitive. It felt like it was building. It was exciting. There were moments where there was portions of the football game that were described that were absolutely thrilling. There was a couple of twists that were fun. And the happy ending was not so unbelievable and overly happy Hollywood for me. It was satisfying and heartwarming and felt right. And I loved them so much that I wanted them to get the Hollywood ending. So,
Like it was earned.
they deserved it. They worked hard for it. They sucked a lot of cocks for it. But yeah, 5.
Joey.
I'm going to take the story and equate it to probably the most interesting fucked up 5-layer cake that you'll ever have. So we started with the beautiful funfetti layer, okay, which was the smut, a big driver of the book. And then you added the layer of the family dynamic. And then you added the layer of the football. And then you added the layer of being a college student. Then you added a layer of the sexuality. And all of it on top was the layer of beautiful character development that you were invested in. Like, I really wanted these people to be real people, and I wanted to be part of their journey. And I think that's what the beautiful covering was. But there were so many different parts. Is the story unique? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But the way Nyla did it made it unique. I loved it. 5 for me.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, I also think it's a 5.
Shut the fuck up. What is happening right now? Oh my God, this is a really big deal.
Is this an original story? No. College kids falling in love, discovering, but it's how she did it. And I also like how, as a story about 2 gay men, bisexual, not straight, it shows how it is just a love story.
Yeah.
It's not ordinary, but it can be something that is everyday common, because it's not that they're gay that makes it special. It's that their love makes it special. And I love how she's written that. And that's really important to me. I think there needs to be more of these stories out there and people reading them, whether they're straight, gay, or whatever. It's just about love. Love conquers all. Come on.
That's what we were raised to believe as little girls wearing our princess gowns, watching these movies, that love can fix anything.
Mm-hmm.
And an undeniable love, like that soul-encompassing love, will just take over your whole life. They had that.
They had that. And I love... I love how brave they were in the story.
Yes. Oh, beautiful words.
And it wasn't easy. And how they still persevered. And it felt organic. And that's what I loved about the way this was written. So thanks, Nyla. It's time to wrap this up. Give me your eggplants. What?
Should we say it all together?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
5! What a big surprise.
Yeah.
I think it's been a long time since we've had a book where we, and not for the same reasons, but we all enjoyed it at this top level.
Yeah. Such different reasons. Because I think some of our other books that we've all unanimously agreed on were for ever so slightly different reasons and different takeaways. But I think we are all like really aligned with this one. Like, this was the book that for our collective brains, this one did it.
The 3 of us absolutely understand that for a lot of people, and especially some of our listeners, gay romance is a topic that maybe they wouldn't delve into. Mm-hmm. So we caution you, if you are someone who has a bit more of an open mind, read this book. when you strip away all the layers I think we talked about, it's just a beautiful, beautiful romance with hardships and development and growth. If that's what you're into, this is a great book for it. And for those of you who don't want to breach into this topic, great, move on. We have plenty of other books that we're going to talk about, but collectively as a group, we love to experience new. We love to experience different things because there's so much fucking out there. Some of it we're going to love like this, and other things we may not. So we'll move on from there. Maybe this is an experience for you too within that realm.
So lovely the way you put that. Oh my God, guys, thank you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing this with us. You know what time it is? It's time for you to go and follow us on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Get those notifications for the new episodes because we want you to be here with us again.
Look down at whatever device you're listening to us on and give us 5 stars on that fucking platform. I know you're like, but you can ask for this all the time. Yeah, because that's what people look at. That's how you get measured as a podcast. You don't know how many followers we have on the back end. You can't see our data dashboard, but you sure as hell can look on our Spotify page, our Apple Podcast page, and see how many people gave us 5 stars. Are you one of those people? Have you done your job as an active listener who likes the content? Now, please and thank you. We really do appreciate it. I don't want to yell all the time, so be good.
If you are interested in hearing more content created for you by 3 horny, lovely ladies, come on down, because next time we're going to be talking about A Cage of Crimson by K.F. Breen.
Ooh!
You fucking nerds. Well, for something completely different, wing, 180, turnaround, folks. We're going down to Shifterland.
Oh, excited.
Ow!
We're be howling at the moon.
Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.